I'm using this Dose of Colors concealer. This is in the shade 24 Dark. I had got this in a BoxyCharm, and the options were a little limited because I guess the other ones either were out of stock or they didn't have those shades. I'm not sure. But like, you know, when you go to have a choice in your BoxyCharm, they just weren't available. So I already have one that's too dark, which I can use like for bronzing because the undertone is very red. Well, not very red, but it's like a reddish undertone. So I used that one for that. And then I was going to try to find one that was my actual shade when I had seen that this was a choice for us, but again, it wasn't available. So I went with this one, and I figured I could use it for like I'm doing right now. And then I could also use it for under my eye for conceal, well, for highlighting, because it's lighter, but it's like a matte. It is matte. It's not like, it is matte. So that's why I don't use it for that, because then it'll be too drying for under my eyes. But for today's video, you guys, and I just came on here with the already prepared doing my thing. But for today's video, I have wanted to use the Pat McGrath. Which one is this? Mothership 2 Sublime palette, because this one shade that I've been eyeing since I've been eyeing the palette for like 2 years now. Like when people were first showing her palettes and stuff like that, and I was looking through the palettes that I really liked, and if one day I ever was able to purchase a palette, you know, I had a list. So anyway, this is one of those palettes that had caught my eye. So that's what the packaging looks like. Her packaging is really dope. I think she puts a lot of work into her packaging. And then, you know, you untie it and stuff like that. Nothing new. It's a million videos on YouTube about Pat McGrath and her palettes. But this shade that I want to show you guys is called Blitz Emerald. Oh, it's so pretty. Hold on. I'm gonna take out the little, and block all of that. I don't put it something like that, right? Okay, so this shade right here is gonna be the focus. There you go, so you guys can see that. All right. So I have an idea in my head on kind of what I want to do. Hopefully it translates the way I see it in my head, but we shall see. And then I'm also going to use, God bless you, Mama. God bless you. The Natasha Denona Love palette. And I'm using this one for my crease colors and stuff like that, because that one shade is basically the shade I'm going for in that Pat McGrath palette. So oh, okay, I don't think that's what I should have went with. I think I'm gonna go with Soul. That's a little on the bright side, and that's not my intentions to be this damn bright. So yeah, I am going to put that for my transition shade. I'm going into Soul because Intense was definitely intense. That's kind of bright, and that's not what I was trying to do. So I know you guys have seen, as I had to talk about the election a little bit, just a little bit, real quick, that Donald Trump was sitting up here trying to, you know, basically contest all of the states that he lost in. And he was trying to take it to court, but the court squashed all of that. And then there was a recount in Georgia, which again recertified President-elect Biden. And then I believe Pennsylvania has also shut Trump down with that recount or challenging thing. So that's a wrap. And he's been going crazy on Twitter with his tweets talking about he is not going to concede, and he's not going to basically make this a smooth transition for President-elect. But then I know the security, I don't know their whole title or whatever like that, but basically they said that they're going to, I believe it's national security. They said they will go ahead and they will start briefing President-elect on certain things. So I don't know how Trump is feeling about that, but I do know one thing, that they should get this stimulus stuff flowing, as well as like what's going on with all of these surges in cases. Like, why are y'all not wearing a mask? Not, y'all meaning like the people that's watching me, but if you are the people that's not wearing it and it's not for medical reasons or whatever, and it's just for like, oh, I just don't feel like wearing it kind of reasons, it's like, wow, what is it doing to you but preventing you from getting sick? Like, I've never seen so many people who are just like, nope, since the government told us to do it, I'm just not going to do it. It's just like, wow. But then you see all of these surges in cases and stuff like that, and it's like, well, what you think is going to happen? I'm not sure how many of you guys know about the singer Jeremiah, the R&B singer, but he was hospitalized. He's still hospitalized. He's actually just been transferred out of ICU. So if you hear somebody in the background, as you can, I'm pretty sure can hear, that is my 2-year-old. And she's just babbling on or whatever the case is, having her own little conversation because she probably think I'm talking to her. But yeah, so he was in the hospital. And then you have like a lot of people in the nursing homes now passing away all again. Like, it's getting like out of hand. I just don't understand, what is the problem with wearing a mask? They even got it now, like people are styling in them. So, people, I guess, wasn't going with their outfits or whatever. I guess that's the thing. Like, you wanted your mask to go with your outfit. I don't care. I put my mask on. I was putting on gloves, but then it's like a little complicated when you're wearing the gloves, or because, you have to take them off like right after. And then it's like, then you have to go into your bag to kind of pay for things. So if you have the gloves on while you're shopping, and then you go to pay for your items and you have the gloves on, and you're going into your pocketbook and touching your wallet and touching your card, it's kind of like transferring the same thing that you're trying not to. So that was kind of pointless. So I just make sure to keep hand sanitizer in my pocketbook, inside my vehicle. I keep hand sanitizer in my children's diaper bags. I keep it everywhere. I have some hand sanitizer wipes, so I like to use those. Those are very convenient. Yeah, it's wild. People are very, very wild. So I don't really know exactly, like, if I want to do like maybe some type of cut crease business. I was thinking that. I'm just getting crazy with this soul color. This color is so beautiful. When I had seen this palette, it reminded me so much of Jackie Aina's palette. Similarities, definitely not the same at all, but very similar. The layout is definitely different, so it may not look like that at first, but if you look like side by side and just compare, shades or whatever, it kind of reminds me of it, puts me in that mood. And I love Jackie Aina's palette. It's gorgeous. I have 3 of them. That's right. Support Jackie Aina. Support, black influencers and things like that. All right. So I feel like, I don't know. I want to get, I want to get a little creative. Let me see. I need a different brush though for this for the crease shade that I want to use. I feel like I need like a dense brush. Don't I have one? I have so many fluffy blending brushes. It's like, it's crazy. I guess I could use this one. Oh, this is that Color Rain blending brush. Is that not? Okay, this should. And now I'm going into the shade Trust in that Love palette by Natasha Denona. I forget, the palette has a mirror too. Wanted to come to you guys with the finished look. So I had changed it up because originally I was going to put like emeralds on the whole entire lid, but what I did was I took this shade Blitz Emeralds and I put it like as if it was a like another liner, I guess you could say. Yeah, like a cut crease line. And then I went and I took this other shade. Let me get the little card out. Let me see, which one is that? VR Nectar. So I took the VR Nectar and put that on the lid, and then I took the Astral Ghost Orchid and I had put it on top to kind of give it a duochrome look on top of that, because they both are duochromes, but I felt like I had wanted some sparkle, so I was just trying it out because the which, let me show you guys, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but this kind of white shade right here is more of a glittery topper shade. And then the other one, which is this one here, is the one I put on top of the whole entire lid. That's this shade right here. And then again, I had used the Blitz Emerald as a liner shade. And then I had took from the Natasha Denona Love palette, I took out the shade, I didn't take it out, I used the shade. I used this shade, what is this? Commitment, which is this dark shade right here. And she has a creamy matte formula, so it's creamy, but it's matte. And I use that to like deepen the outer V area. And what else did I do? I use Trust, y'all already know that. I use Dream as another liner. So this is Dream right here. And I use that as, let me see. So you have the Blitz Emerald from the Pat McGrath palette, and then I use the Dream shade. I feel like, let me see. As another liner underneath it, because I was just playing around with the colors. I really like how it turned out, but I wish I would have stuck to my idea, because that's what I had really wanted to do. So I'm gonna wind up having to do it because it was in my head to do it that way. I had wanted a purple crease, and I wanted to blow out the purple even more than what it is right now. I wanted it to be more purple, and I feel like it's pulling a little bit more red. So the next time when I do a look with this palette, I'm gonna make sure that it's more purple, because that's what I want, and I'm going to make sure I put emerald on the entire lid, and I'm gonna stick to that. But I really like how it turned out. I had fun doing it. It took me 19 eyeshadow brushes, because when you're doing a cut crease, you have to use so many different brushes, and you have to, like, you know, I'm practicing. I'm not a professional at doing a cut crease, so it's like I'm doing even more work. You know, just making sure that the line is, you know, as crisp as I can get it and as even as I can get it. I feel like when I'm like, this eyelid is like more hooded than this one is, so when I'm doing the cut crease, it's like I can see more over here of my actual crease. Over here, it's like it's hidden more because of the skin that, you know, kind of comes over, so I feel like it's hidden more, so it's a little bit more for me. I feel like it's just a little bit more difficult to kind of get it how I want it to look. Like this one, I'll get it really good, and then this one I'm like struggling to match it. And anyway, but yeah, that's the final look. So I want to thank you guys all for watching and coming back and supporting my channel, and make sure you leave some comments, like, share, thumbs up the video, you know what I'm saying, all that good stuff. But definitely leave some comments in the comment section, you know, about the look, or if you have created a similar look, or if you have anything like you want me to do with a Pat McGrath palette, let me know, because I have quite a few of them. I've been, you know, kind of becoming obsessed with her palettes. Lord Jesus, forgive me. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.